Hey y'all, welcome to Cooking on the Farm. I'm Rachel, and this is one of our new little chickies. About 3 weeks old. We have a bunch more in the incubator ready to hatch any day now. All right, let's put him down and go to the backyard and go make some shish kebabs. All right, let's go make some food. Hey y'all, welcome to Cooking on the Farm. I'm Rachel, and today this is my video entry for Crazy Ed's barbecued challenge, and I'm gonna make shish kebabs. All right, let's get our grill started. We're gonna start by putting some paper. This is called a chimney. If you don't have one of these, that's cool. You don't need it. You just gotta get your charcoal going. So I'm gonna put some paper in here. You don't have to, like some people think you have to like pack this in. You want air to get in here still. So I'm just gonna put a few pieces of paper, carefully turn it upside down, and then grab a couple scoops of charcoal. Where'd my scoop go? All right guys, I am moving kind of slow and awkward. I have whiplash, and so I can't turn my head. All right, so after I have that, I'm going to light it. Now, you can use lighter fluid if you want, but I don't want those extra chemicals in my food, even though lighter fluid smells so good. I don't like to use it for my cooking. So I take my handy dandy lighter here, and I just light in a few places around my chimney. And it's gonna smoke, and you're just gonna kind of set it and forget it for a bit, and it will get these briquettes going. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna wash my hands and then head over and start working on my marinades. All right guys, so I am putting 2 cloves of garlic in each one of these marinade bags. And if you don't have garlic already chopped or minced, this is what you can do. You lay it flat, smash it. All right, and then it peels just like that. So then what I like to do is kind of give it a couple rough chops, put it in my garlic mincer. So anyway, do 2 cloves of garlic in each one of your bags. So the reason I'm doing 2 bags, I am doing chicken in one and steak in another one. All right guys, this is my ginger. So you can use powdered ginger if you want. Use about half a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. It depends how spicy you like things. So if you're peeling ginger, you take a spoon, and I keep mine in the freezer. And you can just peel it like this with your spoon. And then once you get it started, sometimes you can just grab it with your nail and peel it that way. So I'm gonna peel off about 1.5 inches. So if you're using fresh, you use a grater here, and you just go at it. I'm gonna do about 1/2 to a full teaspoon. All right guys, so like I said, I'm making 2 separate marinades. One is gonna have your regular brown sugar, and one of them is gonna have a keto brown sugar. So like I said, this is gonna be a lower carb, but it's not keto, but it's close. All right, so like I said, I'm just gonna dump these in. I have 1 tablespoon of my sugar, dump those in. I have a 1/2 cup of soy sauce or coconut aminos. This is coconut amino. And taste your aminos, because sometimes it's super salty and sometimes it's not. Mine is super salty, so I will not be adding salt to this. All right, I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of whatever kind of vinegar you want. This is red wine. I prefer apple cider. I think it gives a better flavor, but you know. Hi Dynamite, how's it going? All right, so we like our food a little bit on the spicier side, so I have 1 scant teaspoon of a chili powder, whatever you want. If you want to go spicier, put some chili flakes. That's really good, but this is also for our kids. All right. I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And then I have about a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. All right, and this is kind of a secret ingredient. I like to take my pineapple juice, so I took my pineapple out, and kind of 50-50 this back and forth. We'll call that good. All right, so now I'm going to, woo! There goes a hunk of garlic. Close this guy up. Oh, jeez. My neck hurts, y'all. All right, kind of give it a good slosh and get those sugars all kind of getting dissolved. Okay, guys, so I've got my marinades going. I've got sausage that's pre-cooked. This is I think it's a Jimmy Dean sausage. I'm chopping my meat in about 1-inch cubes. This is sirloin. Use whatever steak you have. Yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, this is my lower carb. I probably should mark these because they're gonna get confused. And my regular. So I'm gonna put my chicken in my lower carb one and my steak as I'm chopping it in my regular. And I'm just gonna keep chopping and dropping. I'll see you back when I get this all chopped up. All right, guys, so I just finished this up. I sealed it up and I gave it a good mixing. Now you could do this overnight. You could throw this in the fridge overnight or a couple hours. I only have a few minutes. I beg your pardon. We have camp tonight for the kids. So this is just gonna marinate for probably 10-15 minutes. So I'm just gonna set it to the side and start cutting the chicken. Now tell me, is your family more of a steak family or a chicken family? We are 50-50. A couple of family members like chicken, a couple of them like steak. I am steak through and through. Let me know down in the comments below. All right, so I'm just gonna cut this. Here's your chicken tender. This is that expensive piece that people buy. Yeah, chicken tender right there. And again, just cut them in bite-size 1-inch pieces, something like that, and toss it in. All right, guys, so I've got everything done. I've got my meats all chopped up, marinades, veggies, everything. So we're gonna talk about skewers. You can do metal skewers if you'd like. I don't have any and they're kind of expensive. So I just got these wood ones. I think I got a 50 pack for $5 today. So you wanna make sure they are soaked. So you wanna just soak them in regular water for about 15 minutes or so. All right, let's head to our barbecue and see how our charcoal's doing. All right, guys, so my charcoal is ready. If you can see in here, there's a lot of white stuff. So grab your handle. Sometimes it's hot. This one's actually a hot. So I'm gonna grab a rag and then just sprinkle them out. Now with this guy, you can't just set it anywhere. So I have a metal tray under my barbecue. That's where I store it. Now spread your charcoal out. I just use this pokey fork thing. Put your grate on and close your lid. All right, let's go make some skewers. So I just made an example. None of them are gonna be the same, at least for me. I am not gonna be that technical. I am weaving bacon because I'm doing chicken. I'm like, chicken doesn't have a lot of fat. So I was trying to think of ways to add some fat to it so it doesn't burn as fast. So I weaved some bacon in there and these smell amazing. If it wouldn't make me sick, I would just like eat it. So don't eat it. Don't lick your fingers. This is the point where you just don't lick your fingers anymore. So remember, you are touching raw meat and vegetables. Keep that in mind as you are doing this. So if you have leftover veggies, make sure you cook them really well, just so you don't get sick. We don't want anyone getting sick for any reason. Just be safe, y'all. Keep your food clean. You could make these up ahead of time. So marinate your meat and veggies all at once. The only reason that I'm not doing that is because I want things to have different flavors. I want to be able to taste the peppers and the onions and the zucchini and pineapple and all that stuff. I want to be able to taste them individually and work together as a whole. I know a lot of people are scared to cook their meat and veggies at the same time, And the reason I'm getting away with that is my veggies are bigger chunks and my meat is super thin. So that's how I'm getting away with it. If you are uncomfortable with that, do them separately. Make skewers of meat and skewers of veggies, mix your veggies, make them your own. I'm just giving you ideas. You take it and go hog wild with it. I'm just gonna keep cramming stuff on here. Continue to make these. I'm gonna do my chicken first because chicken takes a little bit longer to cook because it has to be thoroughly cooked. We like our steak a little bit more on the rare side. So I'm gonna put the chicken on and then I will put the steak on. So I've got my chicken ones. I am just gonna set these on the grill. I don't know if you can hear that. There is a beautiful sizzle. I'm just getting these on. Now remember, we did soak the bamboo. Whew, that is hot, y'all. I'm gonna check on them in about 5 minutes and kind of rotate them and kind of get them caramelized on all sides. Then I'm gonna check my meat to see if it's done. This will probably take about 20-25 minutes. All right, guys, so I've got my steak going here. Same thing, just keep adding your layers of flavor. When I look at it, I'm like, okay, my meat is gonna drip on, like for instance, this one. My meat and bacon are gonna penetrate this sausage, which is gonna penetrate this pepper, which is gonna go into the pineapple. The pineapple juice is gonna go into both peppers and the onions. And I look at it that way. And you look at it, your food is sharing its juices, its flavors, things like that. My daddy always said, it's all gonna end up in the same place anyway, so why not mix it on the plate? I cannot do that. I would love a divided plate. David won't let me have one. So y'all, down in the comments below, tell David he needs to buy me some divider plates. That hurt my neck. Ow.
If we get 100 comments saying it, I'll do it.
Oh, great. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, 100 comments. You heard it here. It's published. Whew. It's hot, y'all. All right, guys, these steak ones are done. I'm gonna add them to my chicken ones, and I'm gonna let these rest. So why you let meat rest is because the juices are still kind of boiling in there. And if you just let them kind of calm down a little bit, not like make them get cold, because I hate cold food, but just kind of let them be for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it'll just kind of let those bubbling stop, and then your meat is actually juicier. Because if I cut into that steak right now, it's gonna just drain all its juices and be dry as a bone. So we're gonna let these just take a little bit of a nap for a couple minutes. All right, guys, I'm gonna dish these up to everybody. I'm gonna take a steak one for myself, pass these guys out. All right, so what I like to do, you can either eat it off the skewer or just kind of slide everything off like so. Ooh, it's easier with a real fork. All right. And you might need a knife to cut your bacon, but yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, it's so tender. That marinade is kind of like a teriyaki sauce. So good.
All right, let's try the chicken one.
You gonna bite it right off the thing?
I am.
All right. It's a real man. Ooh, look how juicy that is.
Oh, wow.
Look at this, y'all.
That is so good.
Get a close-up of that one. The smells coming off these are amazing. All right, we got the kids at the table. We got Nana coming. We're gonna eat our dinner and then head off to camp. See you next time on Cooking on the Farm. Bye, guys.
That is good.
Okay, Tony.
Ready? Did you get that? I'm just chopping my... Really, Dynamite? Who's the host here, dude? I can't turn around and look at him. So I just have to talk to him behind me. Baby, he's going after the vegetables.
Dynamite.
All right, guys, this is garlic. So you can use powdered. No, this is ginger.